Thank you for joining me for this Way to a Wonderful Life. Today our message is titled Transition / Transgender. Our message today is about transition, not the transition from life to the passing of life to the great beyond, but transitioning from consciousness that struggles with the things in life we experience to a better life, a more abundant life, a joyful life, and a more confident life. Also, I will offer my insight into those who desire to transition from one gender to another. Let us always keep in mind that freedom of choice is inherent in our nature. Some choices are minimal, some impact us and those around us to a greater degree. And let's see what our message has for us today. A spiritual approach to understanding people who are transitioning to a greater, more abundant experience of life begins with recognizing the divine potential within each individual. From a higher consciousness perspective, life is an ever-expanding journey of self-discovery where individuals awaken to their true worth and align with their highest good. This transition often involves shedding the limiting beliefs, embracing a greater faith, and stepping into a more empowered version of ourselves. It is a process of inner transformation where a person shifts from lack to abundance by deepening their spiritual awareness, trusting in divine guidance, and acting in alignment with universal principles such as love and gratitude and faith in the infinite supply. And beyond divine guidance, I mean by tapping into that intelligence that's inherent within each and every one of us and listen to what we are to do. Listen to be guided to that which we are to have, to do, and to be, and the way in which we can bring ourselves in alignment with it. Those on this path are not merely changing their external circumstances, like driving a new car or a new home or a new job or whatever, but are elevating their consciousness to live in harmony with their divine purpose. Similarly, individuals who choose to transition genders undergo a deeply personal and transformative journey, one that also requires self-discovery, lots of that, courage, great courage, and faith. Just as those shifting into greater abundance must release old identities tied to limitation, transgender individuals often shed societal or personal identities that no longer reflect their inner truth. From a spiritual perspective, this journey can be seen as an alignment with one's authentic self, a recognition that their divine expression is not bound by their physical form, but by the truth of their soul. Soul is another word for consciousness. The path to living authentically, whether in gender identity or in financial and personal abundance, requires breaking free from external expectations and embracing one's inner knowing. Both transitions demand faith, resilience, and the willingness to step into an unfamiliar yet more fulfilling experience of life. Remember, we win the lottery. Our life is going to change drastically. There are people that say, oh, well, if I win the lottery, then there's not too much different that will be in my life. I remember this couple that won a multi-million-dollar lottery a few years ago said they bought a new refrigerator. And I thought, wow, what a waste of millions of dollars. Do something with it. Give it away. Become philanthropist. But make use of that which God gives you to help you, not only help yourself, but to help others. Now, while these transitions may appear different on the surface, the transition from gender or the transition from financial struggle to abundance or bad relationships to wonderful relationships, one focusing on material and spiritual expansion, the other on personal and physical identity, they share a common foundation in the spiritual principle of transformation. Whether someone is manifesting abundance or transitioning genders, both paths require an awakening to one's deeper truth, a shedding of fear and limitation, and a commitment, a very strong commitment, to living authentically. From a spiritual lens, all transitions are sacred journeys towards self-realization and wholeness. When viewed through love and higher consciousness, we can honor and support each other's path, recognizing that every soul is seeking to express its highest and truest self in this life experience. Now I know there are people that say, well, I don't understand people that want to change their gender. Or I don't understand why people can't be grateful for what they have. Well, until we live in another person's skin, we'll never understand it. It's not ours to understand because it is not our life to live. We have our own life to live. We have our own choices to make. And this week, I'm choosing to wish each and every one of you the best of times and the best of everything.